Hey there! Como prometido, você vai aprender as outras 5 perguntas mais comuns durante uma entrevista de emprego. Ready? Let's start. First question is, why do you leave your last job? Why do you leave your last job? Se você ainda está trabalhando, então a pergunta pode ser outra. Why do you wanna leave your current job? Why do you wanna leave your current job? Veja bem, eu vou te passar 3 razões que fizeram você talvez sair do emprego. Você vai escolher uma que realmente condiz com a sua realidade e aproveite a dica para você usar na hora de forma adequada. 1. You quit. Explain it was a tough decision, but you felt it was the best choice for you because you have new ambitions and naturally are looking for new challenges and responsibilities. 2. You were fired. Be as succinct as possible and take responsibility for what happened. It demonstrates courage and honesty. Say that they were right and you wrong, but you've learned the hard way. Remember, you're not there to defend yourself, but to say what you bring to the company. I mean, what you can do for them. 3. If it was a layoff, you're going to say what truly happened. Just be sincere. Don't do this. Don't badmouth your past company, boss, or coworkers. Don't say that the pay was bad and you wanted more money. Don't say that the hours were terrible. Don't say you couldn't get along with your manager. Don't lie if you were terminated. Don't defend yourself or place blame on the employer. Examples. The position I held previously was stagnant and there weren't many opportunities for growth within the company. I strive for continuous improvement and career growth, so it's important to me that I find that in my next position. 2. Print media across the country is turning digital, so the company had to downsize, which resulted in my entire team being laid off. I really enjoyed my time there and hope to find a similar work environment here. 3. I'm generally very punctual, but I was let go from my previous job because I arrived late to work a few too many times because I had a sick family member to care for. By now, my mom has passed away and I don't have any other morning commitments, so my tardiness will no longer be an issue for my employer. This experience has opened my eyes to the importance of making the most of your time and respect others by showing up on time. Question number 2. What's the most difficult situation you've faced? Or, describe a difficult problem you were faced with in your career and what you did to overcome it. Aqui o entrevistador quer saber o que você fez para resolver o problema. Como você enfrentou essa dificuldade? Você trabalhou sozinho? Você trabalhou em equipe? É através da sua resposta que ele vai descobrir qual é a sua definição de difficulty. You must show that you are a creative and capable problem solver. You should have at least one of these stories ready to go all the time. Você sabe que é difícil lembrar de uma história na hora, então prepare-se para contar uma na hora da entrevista. Do this when answering. Prove that you're capable of handling any problem that may arise in your new role. Be concise. Talk about the people you had to work with, what was expected of them, and how you tied it all together to reach your goal. Your best selling point in answering this question is a success story. The story you tell should demonstrate that you have everything required to excel at this job. Don't do this. Don't say bad things about past colleagues, managers, or your company. Don't tell them a rambling story that jumps from one story to the next. Don't tell them how you fix a light bulb or unjammed the copy machine. Avoid telling a personal story unless you have nothing else. Example, I worked for a manager who used to shout at me when he was under pressure to meet deadlines. I got upset the first couple of times and then decided to talk to him about it. I empathized with the stress he was under and suggested that he communicated his expectations clearly to me on a daily basis so that I knew exactly when he needed something and I could also give him feedback on progress. We arranged an early morning feedback meeting every day. This helped as we were able to sort out issues immediately and anticipate likely problems. Question number 3. What's your biggest accomplishment? Pense em uma meta ou uma tarefa que foi cumprida, um objetivo alcançado. Não pense que você precisa de uma meta grandiosa para responder à pergunta. Na verdade, são as ações do dia a dia relevantes. Então pense em algo que você fez e que ficou orgulhoso, se sentiu bem porque você ajudou ou seu empregador, ou mesmo o cliente, ou os dois. Pense em algo simples e que, obviamente, essas ações estejam ligadas, alinhadas com os requisitos para o novo emprego. Esta pergunta pode ter algumas variações que incluem: What are you most proud of? What were your biggest wins in your most recent role? Tell me about a time when you went above and beyond the call of duty. O motivo dessa pergunta é saber como foi sua performance no emprego anterior, como uma forma de prever como você vai agir nesse novo emprego caso você seja contratado. The interviewer wants to know what sets you apart from other qualified candidates to get a better sense of what you've done and what you value. Examples. In my last position, I created a color-coded system to track our progress with each project. After a few months, my boss was impressed by the success of the program, and it's now used company-wide. 2. As an entry-level consultant, I was able to land a huge account that ended up being a game changer for the company. I worked with that client one-on-one for several months, boosting the company's reputation. Outro tipo de história que soa como música aos ouvidos do entrevistador é aquela história em que você diz que você tomou uma iniciativa de ajudar um cliente enquanto seu chefe estava ausente e convocou pessoas relevantes para juntos descobrirem a origem do problema e chegarem a uma solução. No final, o cliente manda um e-mail para você, manda um e-mail para o seu chefe, para o CEO da empresa, parabenizando pelo seu trabalho. Então, se você tem uma história similar para contar, manda ver. Outra dica é, se você tem dificuldades para dizer sobre as suas qualidades, você pode dizer o que as outras pessoas disseram sobre você. Também vai ajudar. 4. Have you ever had a confrontation at your last job? How do you resolve it? Conflitos e desentendimentos são comuns em um ambiente de trabalho. Se você for citar uma história, o resultado desse conflito logicamente tem que ser positivo. Aqui as suas ações devem refletir o seu profissionalismo e também a sua habilidade de manter a calma em meio a conflitos, ok? Examples. Number 1. Once a coworker and I disagreed on how an unsatisfied customer had been dealt with. I decided to take the coworker aside so we could discuss a resolution peacefully. We both agreed that the customer's happiness was paramount, so we came up with a solution that included both of our ideas. 2. An employee and I were working on a project, and I didn't feel that the other person was giving 100% as I was. I became frustrated with my coworker and I felt that she wasn't doing a good job. Well, in the end, it was fine. We talked about it, I spoke to my boss about it, we had a meeting and everything was fine. Don't say this. 1. I don't usually have disagreements with my coworkers. 2. If I have a disagreement, I go directly to my manager. I don't like confrontation. It makes me anxious. Se você não tem uma experiência no emprego anterior, porque você esteve empregado por um curto tempo, você pode dar exemplos no tempo da faculdade ou se você fez algum trabalho voluntário. Mas dê exemplo que mostre your work ethic and that ended with a compromise. Se o novo emprego exige uma habilidade de atendimento ao cliente e você teve algum conflito com o cliente, então é uma ótima oportunidade para você destacar, mencionar essa história. Deixe o entrevistador entender que você vê conflito como uma oportunidade de boas mudanças. Então conte uma história que você foi o protagonista dessas mudanças e que obteve um resultado almejado por todos, ou seja, todos ficaram satisfeitos, felizes com as ações tomadas. And question number 5. What salary are you looking for? Or, what are your salary expectations? Eu vou deixar várias respostas para responder essa pergunta. Escolha uma que assemelha-se com a sua personalidade ou com o seu nível de conforto ao mencionar valores. Faça uma pesquisa sobre média salarial antes de ir para a entrevista, porque assim você vai se sentir mais livre e seguro ao falar sobre esse assunto com o entrevistador, ok? Examples. If this is the right job for me, I'm sure we can come to an agreement on salary. 2. I'm really open and flexible on salary. O entrevistador ainda poderá insistir e pedir uma estimativa, então fique preparado para isso também. 3. I understand that positions similar to this one pay in the range of X to Z in our region. With my experience, I'd like to receive something in the range of Y to Z. 4. The research I've done indicates that positions like this one pay X to Z, and something in that range would be acceptable to me as a starting salary. 5. The opportunity to be valued and to add value to a company is my priority. I'd love to know how you value this position and what budget you've put on this role. 6. I'd like to be compensated fairly for my experience. 7. My salary requirements are flexible, but I do have significant experience in the field that I believe adds value to my candidacy. 8. I'd rather not commit to that at this stage and would love to know what your budget is for this role. I hope it was really useful for you. Good luck with the interview. Until next time, take care.